4, 3, 2, 1.
Hot pocket game and hot pocket game and hot pocket game and hot.
Okay, so let's go into topic one. Let's go into the hot topics.
Hot topics.
Hot topics. What? Do you want to go first? Since
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay. Because mine, hopefully mine will. I don't know how much you know about this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go first.
I'm hoping that one day you write a topic down, and I write a topic down, and they wind up being the same topic, and I get to go first. So you look like an asshat. Okay, so if you could tailor-make a game just for you, what would it be and why?
I guarantee it's not today, because I did not think that one up.
Boom!
Okay, if I could tailor-make a game,
Yep.
what would it be and why?
Yep. You can see the gears grinding up in there. The hamster is running, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's running. It's running, just not very fast.
Oh.
I don't know. I've always been kind of enthralled with, let's say it's going to be and this is going to sound like shit, because I'm not a big fan of The Sims, but I like the concept of The Sims.
Okay.
Basically, where you get to simulate these people's lives, right? Well,
Yeah.
I want one where it simulates one person's life, just me.
And
this is where it's coming into territory where it's just like, well, they're making something like that because No Man's Sky is a game that I'm sitting here thinking, I want to fucking play that game. Like, this is a game in a universe that I can exist in. Same with Star Citizen.
Yeah.
And that fact. And really, it's just a game that I can basically say, here's my avatar, here's my character, build your own story. Like, you can literally do anything. And kind of like a game of life, if you will.
Okay.
But one person, not Sims where you have 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 people. But
Okay.
it's just me. And I can go out and I can say, and maybe there's really, like, maybe this game, and I'm really actually counting on this for No Man's Sky, that this is the game that I've always wanted. And the fact that the way they've explained it, at least how I understand it, is you can go out in your ship.
Mm-hmm.
You can you help tailor the economy, essentially. You can be a scavenger. You can be a thief. You can be, army sergeant, whatever you want to be. You're essentially tailoring your own story, trying to get to the center of the universe. Yeah. Same with Star Citizen, from what I understand. And that's exciting. That is extremely exciting. And that's kind of a game that I've always really wanted. It's something where you can tailor your entire own story by yourself. And not so much like Fallout 4 where you have these, constraints.
Yeah.
But
you want to be able to fly over the fork in the road and just keep freaking going. You don't want to have 2 different options and it's like, I can do a good build or a bad build and maybe a neutral build.
Like
you want to just like.
I don't know, and maybe that's something that'll come along eventually. But that's kind of a game that I want. It's just something that I can tailor, make my own. This is me, not just I've got 3, 4 avatars. No, this is me. And I'm living in this world virtually. That is a game that I'm hoping No Man's Sky will scratch the itch of.
Okay.
But outside of that, it's really hard to explain in my head here what exactly I want. But I know that I want a game where I can literally tailor-make without constraints.
Hey. I like it. I can dig it. Anything else you want to add?
That's pretty well it.
Alright, so my game.
Okay, what's your game?
Oh man. I want a post-apocalyptic world set in a procedurally generated space.
Okay.
Like, I love the fact that you touched on this in No Man's Sky and that sky's the limit.
Sure.
No pun intended, of course.
No, sure.
I'm really, really excited to get into the procedurally generated worlds where it's like, oh, well, I found this planet. Well, shit, if I drive or pilot or fly or teleport or whatever we got.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to keep going and never end. You know that I'm an open world guy. I love Skyrim. I love Fallout. Love all of it. So essentially, I need a game built by Bethesda that's limitless. They've gotten close. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have yet to explore all of Skyrim, and I have put so many hours into it.
Yeah.
But I want one that is a first-person shooter, and it either needs to be... I want it to be graphically intensive and be almost realistic, or I want it to be Borderlands. So it could go either way. I either need I need a sense of comedic relief in the art style itself. I mean, you can't just, there's a midget riding a wog. Like, that's cool. Like, I need that in my life. Like, that's perfectly fine. But I want something that I can go out with and just get a group of people. We create, like, a mob, and we just go through. And I want procedurally generated dungeons. I want, raids or something like that. I don't want it to be like Destiny where, well, here's 3 raids. Yeah, well, we've played these so many times that some dude beat it with the drum set. Like, that's... As cool as that is, like, it's a little...
also beat Dark Souls.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this kid is phenomenal. But we're not going to talk about that today. I'm talking about the game that I want to play. I do want the first-person shooter aspect, but I also want it to be set in a time where, the end happens and you have to work your way up. Like we've been playing Ark.
Sure.
And it's like, okay, I have, or Rust. I haven't picked Rust up yet, but I want it.
Neither have I, so we're going to on that together.
Oh, well, we go from, like, wooden weapons, and we progress. Like, let's say you start in, like, the U.S., and then you somehow make your way across to, like, Russia or Australia or China or something, crazy like that. But you have to build your way out, sail around, and then the world just gets bigger and bigger. And so, essentially, like, you have the world to start out with. And then the land gets just wider and wider and wider until it essentially becomes just a world full of, like, rivers and streams that just look limitless.
Sure.
But I think something like that would be phenomenal. I think that people, if put in the right world, it could be the next World of Warcraft. Now,
here's my only problem with games like Ark and starting from the bottom, working your way up and stuff like that. And this is a problem even with the game that I'm sitting here telling you about is just the grinding aspect of it. And I don't mind working for things, but that's the one thing in my one knock against Ark that I have not really enjoyed about it is that game is extremely grindy.
Yeah. My Parasaurs keep getting killed.
Do what?
Rest in peace, Parasaurs. Tina.
But games like that are just extremely grindy, and that and it's killing me. It's killing me for that, and that's the one thing that I'm really hoping No Man's Sky isn't. Now I don't mind working for it, but there is a point to where it is just too grindy.
Yeah. So at what point in the game it's like, okay, we're building up. Okay, I'm getting powerful. Boom. It's like, okay, well, hell, now I have to go from being like a level 40 to a level 41, and I need more experience than I've had compact into there. So I get that. I really do. I know that trying to level up in Ark I've gotten to like 25
and
ish, and that's taken forever.
When you get on those servers that have you can essentially like double the amount of XP that you get. That's fine because then it feels normal. Yeah. Until you start unless you hit like a fucking tree and you're like, you got 384 rocks out of this tree, sir. I'm like, okay. When it gets to that point, then it's like, okay, bring it back a little bit. But at the same time, I'm just like, that's what I want out of this. Yeah. I want something to feel normal, not grindy, not where it's just like I'm hacking away at the entire fucking forest to build a half a house.
Half a house. We got a thatch house going. Look out.
So that would be my only complaint, my only concern with this kind of game. Yeah. And I don't know how you'd go about fixing that. It would just take a lot of work and a lot of Q&A and just eventually just kind of refining it, kind of like how Destiny has done with their weapons and trying to make the game feel as balanced as possible. So
and I guess another thing that I didn't touch on is I want a crafting system that is in-depth. Like, I want to be able to paint my weapons custom. And I want to be able to do something great. I want to be able to do armors and everything else. But I want developers to figure out the issue that we just talked about. Exactly. Stop the grind.
Like, I don't want to... I don't even Fallout 4's crafting system was kind of got to the point where it's pretty fucking crazy. But then again, Fallout 4 wasn't until later times that it was just terrible.
Yeah. I still need to get up on that and play a little bit more. I really fell off the train after I got the PC, and I've been playing the crap out of Skyrim and modding the hell out of Skyrim. So I feel bad. No, I agree. I think that our games sound great. I look forward to...
It's a lot of time and effort.
A lot of time and effort.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that we'd have to come to expect. We couldn't hold them to those standards because that is a game that nobody has made, and will be a lot of time and effort to make it feel like a decent game and not just something that they've just thrown together. So
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hot pocket game and hot pocket game and hot pocket game and hot